Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have an Oppo A53 with a cracked display, bent frame, and a cracked back cover. This is tragic, so let's go fix it. So this A53 has bent frame. The bent frame may have cracked the display, or it may have been dropped and stepped on. Whatever the case may be, we are gonna replace the front display only. We are gonna bend back the housing and then reuse the back cover. The back cover, although cracked, it's still usable, so we're not gonna throw that away. And also, Oppo A53 back covers are kind of very rare. It takes time for us to order some parts for it, but we have the display for the A53. The back cover is made of glass, so we are very careful not to stress it even more and introduce more cracks to it. We're gonna take our time. Although the adhesive is not that strong because the A53 is a kind of a budget mid-range smartphone, we are still taking our time not to force anything, because sometimes there's some connectors that are attached to the back cover that you can damage if you are overexcited about the disassembly process. Now we can unscrew some screws that are attaching the cover for the housing. This is a different construction strategy. If you have a budget smartphone, definitely have plastic housing. It's very tough. You can't really fault that. It's also very resilient to scratches, and you can see that you can just lift it up from the side. And good thing that David has already removed the SIM card tray. If you have the SIM card tray still attached to this, you can damage the main board because you can just yank it out and force those pins out. This one takes a bit of convincing to move out, but David, using his nails, is doing magic. Put that to the side. You can see that the battery is also bent, which is not really a good sign, but we're gonna detach the connector for the battery and then reattach it, then disconnect the connector for the display so we can test the replacement display for this A53. And we'll turn this on. We'll find the power button on the side, and it does turn on. This is a good sign. That means the battery is still okay. It's slightly bent, but still okay. The main board is also okay. And all we need to do now is just take out the broken one and replace it with this. Meanwhile, David is gonna fix the buttons on the plastic housing that we have removed a while ago. We're gonna realign some clips so that the buttons won't fall out when we reassemble it back later. I'm gonna put that to the side after. Then we disconnect the battery, disconnect the display connector, and then we remove the battery because the connector for the display is underneath the battery. You can see the battery just wobbles on the table. Since the display is already bent, it's already kind of popped out of the housing. And this is gonna be the time when we massage the housing. We bend it back to a relatively straight profile so that when we install the new display, it doesn't give us any problem. This is not fast forwarded, this is just the real time. You can see here David is applying sufficient amount of pressure to straighten it up. I'm gonna push it in. Not too much that we can definitely crack the whole housing, which is worse than having a bent housing. Already putting that in that position for a while. The battery as well, we are gonna bend it back in a more gentle fashion. Gonna clean up the sides here, and we're gonna test fit the replacement display if it's, be installed nicely when we apply the adhesive, which is, I think it's okay now. I'm gonna put some adhesive. This is how David installs new displays. Not too much that it's gonna get messy inside, not too little that it's just gonna fall off. The display is gonna fall off after a few days of use. Also gonna make sure that the camera is not blocked by adhesives. I'm gonna finally install the new adhesives now, and it's so much better compared to the old one. I'm gonna align it properly, install the display connector, and then reassemble everything. Just reverse process. So if you have an Oppo A53 and your local repair service technician can't fix it for you, you can head over to Sydney CBD Repair Centre. David here fixes lots of stuff, including iPhones, Samsung devices, Oppos, and of course Asus ROG smartphones. He will also fix Apple Watches. If you cracked yours, he will replace the display, no problem. If you're not from Sydney and you can't visit us personally, you can also message David. You can mail in your broken smartphone, and we fix it here in the shop and send it back to you once we're done with the repair. So this one, you will just need to be reassembled and tested and given back to the client. And as you can see, looking good at the front. We're gonna show you the before and after. The smartphone takes a bit more time to initialize, so it's kind of laggy at this point, but the entire procedure is already finished. Thanks for joining, guys. Like and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're